Good morning, friends. This is the second lecture on worm gear terminology. We already discussed few terminology like helix angle, lead angle, number of start, axial pitch, transverse circular pitch of worm gear, and now we will discuss normal circular pitch. In worm gear, the circular pitch measured in a normal plane, it is known as normal circular pitch, which is the plane which is at normal to the teeth, like this. So the equation for that is Pn is equal to Pt into cos psi g. And same way, this is a circular pitch, we can put pi m instead of circular pitch, so we get mn is equal to m cos psi g. And we know that in our previous lecture we already discussed that the psi g is equal to lambda, lead angle, so we can put lambda instead of that. So mn is equal to m into cos lambda. Now next terminology, it is lead. Now we all already discussed, or we learn that the lead is if we rotate something and it travels in a linear direction, it is known as lead. So in worm gear, the definition of lead is the distance of point on one tooth to the corresponding point on next tooth on the same helix, measured on same pitch surface in a axial direction. It is known as lead. Here from this we can say that this is the development of worm thread. The angle is lead angle, and if we rotate it, then it will travel this distance. It is pi dw, or 2 pi r, circumference of any circle. So the axial distance traveled by this is known as lead. And from the definition we can say that the lead of worm is axial pitch of worm into number of start. So this is the axial pitch and Zw is the number of start. Now from this triangle or figure we can say that the tan lambda is equal to opposite side upon diagonal, so L upon pi d w. Okay, so this L is a opposite side and pi into w is adjacent side, so L upon pi w. And put this equation in this, L is PA ZW upon pi dw, and we all know that the axial pitch is pi into m, so equation become pi into m into ZW upon pi into dw. So we get tan lambda is equal to m ZW dw. Now next term is diametral quotient Q. Diametral quotient, the equation for that is dw upon m, and dw is the pitch circle diameter of worm, and m is the axial module of, or a transverse module of a worm gear. And we already discussed the tan lambda is equal to m zw upon dw. From that we can say the tan lambda is zw upon q. So this is the equation for diametral quotient. Now next, center distance. We all know the center distance equation is A is equal to dw plus dg by 2, and we can write, like in gear we write the m into zw. Same way for worm we can write d, instead of dw we can write m into q. Q is used instead of diameter. So the center distance equation become m into q plus zg upon 2. Now transverse pressure angle, we all know the pressure angle, but the pressure angle measured on a transverse plane or a plane of rotation of worm gear is known as transverse pressure angle. And same way, normal pressure angle phi n is the pressure angle measured on normal plane or a plane perpendicular to the teeth. Now from both the pressure angle we can derive the equation. It is tan phi t is equal to tan phi n upon tan psi g, and we can put lambda instead of psi g. Now next is length of worm. So for the length of worm or LW we can use this equation is pi into m 4.5 plus ZA upon 50. This is all about terminology of worm gear. Now for any gear like spur gear, bevel gear or helical gear, to define that gear we need a module or a pitch circle diameter or a number of teeth. But for designation of worm and worm gear we need following data. So designation of worm and worm gear pair is always this. It is ZW, ZG, Q and M. ZW is for number of start of worm, ZG is number of teeth of worm, Q is the diametral quotient, and M is used for center distance module. And we can use A. Sometime it is also used. So A is the center distance. Now from the standard data book we can say that the this type of designation is used for particular gear ratio or center distance. So if we write 4, 29, 10.6 and 2.5, then first word is for ZW, second is for ZG, third is for Q, and fourth one is for module. So this table is available in standard data book. Thank you.